It says it's live.
Yep, we're good.
Is it up there yet? Probably take a minute.
All right, let's drop that. Okay. Oh, I need to mute it. Sorry, hang on.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm just gonna put my headphones on.
Oh, and then make sure that you're not clicked, so it bounces around.
What?
Make sure you're not clicked, so it bounces the camera around to who's talking. You know what I mean? The box.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's unclicked. You click it once, it'll select it. Click it again, it should unselect it.
Like that. Yeah, there you go.
All right, people.
Are you on the chat yet?
Yeah, I'm watching the chat right now.
Oh wow. Yeah,
I just announced the giveaway winners on Periscope. So if you don't follow me on Periscope or Snapchat, you need to do that.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, we're good. All right, let's get some good questions, everybody. We don't have a big objective. I'm tired. So this is just kind of like a chat. You normally I'm doing like unboxings and stuff. I left my Mountain Dew across the room. That's unfortunate.
All right, so let's pick some good ones. They're spamming right now. I'll let you go first.
All right, I'm trying to find some good comments here. You guys got some good. You guys are disappointing me right now. I don't even lose. Ha, that's funny. What did you say?
Nothing.
My goodness, you guys need some good questions.
God, it's so fast.
It's okay. Let's just rock this one. Top 5 bed fishing baits. How about top 2?
Yeah, I was about
Five's
to
a
say.
lot.
Okay, really. All right, go for it.
A tube and a craw, both white.
A tube and a craw. I agree with that. What color do you use?
White.
I use white too. You can see it easier in the water. But I actually fished a gambler tournament. In the gambler tournament, you had to use the gambler lures. So, and they had like a
Flappy
fish
Daddy.
Or
what?
It's been so long. I'm not sure.
Was it a craw?
Yeah.
It's probably a Flappy Daddy.
Yeah. It just kind of looks like a rage crawl.
Mm-hmm.
So we also fished like a little fish head and fished that over there just with the white trailer on it. And we caught some off bed, which is pretty crazy. Just kind of pissed them off with it. All right.
AP's on here. That's funny.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, these guys are. Yeah, I'm going to college. God, you guys are quick.
So fast.
Best scale. Do you have a preference? No, I've got one.
Best scale. I can't think of the name of the one that I have.
Dude, this thing is $20. I rock it all the time. It's made by the company that makes iBobber. It's cheap and cheap.
You made a video on it, didn't you?
No, I didn't make. I featured it in a video. One Rod made a video of it though.
AP.
Yeah, dude. He texted me and said he was gonna troll us this whole chat, so it won't end.
Braid or mono? I like braid.
I like braid, dude. I don't use mono. I mean, like the only thing I'd use for is a Topwater, in which I'd still rather use braid.
Yeah, once you use braid, it's like you don't want to go back because I mean it doesn't tangle. It lasts a long time. It's cheap. I mean,
it's cheap. It's cheap if you compare it to it lasting. You know, because it's actually pretty similar price to fluoro, but fluoro you're changing every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, the
versus braids.
fluorometer.
Like,
I'm using the Cigar. It's expensive.
yeah, dude, I got a ton
I
of
love that
cigar up there,
stuff.
but it's like it's just way too much money.
Yeah. It's the
But
best
if you are
one,
looking for good
definitely, though.
fluorocarbons, the cigar and Vizix stuff's pretty good if you got the money. Otherwise, braid's pretty
Yeah,
much.
the braid I usually just use like the spider wire.
Do
As
you like
simple as
spider
that.
wire?
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem with it.
It's
I
not
just
bad.
used to.
It's a little too slick for my liking. I don't know. I tend to get some more bird's nest when it's a little slick like that, but
Really?
it's not too bad. Yeah. What boat? I should have talked to you about this, Noah.
Is what?
I'm probably getting a boat.
What are you getting?
I can't say. I can't say what I'm getting yet because it's not final. Like it's not 100%. It's still.
Are you talking to a company?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
I may
You're
be talking. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to give anything away.
I'll be looking up for that. Oh,
It's definitely not going to be
one.
no fiberglass Ranger, though. I can tell you that. I'm not about to drop that money.
I love my
Let's
Ranger.
see. Frog or buzzbait?
Gee. I mean, there's two.
They're two different deals.
They're two different things, but if I could pick one, to be honest, I would love a frog. You know, that's the excitement of it. Fish blowing up on a frog. But if you're trying to cover a lot of water, go with a buzzbait. If it's a little windy on top, go with a buzzbait. So you're fishing like over some grass and stuff like that. That's really great. But frog, definitely. I mean, that's my favorite. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's your favorite time of year to fish? I'll let you go first on that one.
Spring, dude, all day. Those spawners,
Spring's
they're
amazing.
big and fat and easy to catch because they're shallow.
Yeah, spring is great. Summer, I don't mind it all. It's nice outside.
I don't mind summer either.
Fishing's
It's just
pretty
like,
decent.
for me, the way my fishing goes is the fishing doesn't get good until like early to mid-April, and then it's really good in May, and then June through September is all the same. Like it's like the fish are always in the same locations, the weather's always the same, it doesn't change, and then October pretty much sucks, and then it's winter. Like the reason why I like spring is because it's just like it's quick and it's like really good fishing. But like my summer like tactic fishing, you know, throwing worms in trees, like lasts 4 out of like the 7 fishable months where I live. So that's kind of why I like spring.
Yeah, you're always iced up.
Mm-hmm. All right.
God, all those boxes of reels. I just now looked at that.
Yeah, dude, they got them stacked. Got them stacked up.
The lucky tackle boxes.
Mm-hmm. I know, I'm making a little wall back there.
Best leader knot. I like a uni to uni knot. That's my favorite.
I use like mine's probably not very good, but I think it's like a surgeon knot or blood knot. I just know how to do it, so I usually stick with it. But I mean, you just got to kind of go with whatever. If you're throwing it on spinning, it really doesn't have to be that strong, because if you're throwing spinning gear, like you're probably putting like 6 pounds of pound test, you know, like putting it to test, because your drag usually kicks in. You usually have it pretty loose. So it's not a huge deal for us.
Most of the time, I'm just doing it on a drop shot. You know?
Yeah.
You're just lifting up on it. But that uni, I mean, I've never really had one break.
Yeah, we're going to the Classic. He's getting there Friday. Right. I think I'm gonna leave here Thursday morning, and then get there sometime Thursday afternoon, evening.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I've never been to one, so I don't even know what to expect.
Never been to one?
Dude, I've never been to one.
Oh, it's never been. They're always down south.
They're always down south. The one that was at Grand Lake, like, you know, back in 2013, like I was about to go drive my 15-year-old self down there, you know, like I ain't about to do that. So
yeah, and I can't wait till ICAST, because I've never been to ICAST. But you went last year, because I remember when we fished nationals, you came like straight from ICAST.
I was out of town for like 3 weeks straight.
Awesome. Yeah, I was jealous for that. Dude, see, the thing was, I fished. Remember, I was like, you were out of town. Yeah, I was out of town that whole month too, because I fished World Finals the next week.
Yeah.
That was a crazy month.
July was just like ridiculous.
Like that changed my life. Like I just feel like I was tired forever.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be vlogging. I don't even know what to expect, but I'll plan on vlogging the classic for sure.
AP.
Dude, AP, get out of here. No one likes you. My God.
What color buzzbait? I like white.
I like black.
Black's good. Yeah, I was about to say black's pretty
Like
good.
the only two colors you need are pretty much white and black. If you want to go with like
Yeah.
white and chartreuse, maybe, but like white and black, those are the only two colors you'll ever need. If they're chasing chat, throw the white. If any other time, throw the black.
Bass or FLW?
I prefer bass, dude. I think their tournaments are well run compared to
Yeah.
I'm not bashing FLW. I just think like from high school experience.
Yeah, with
the
my
bass events are
experience
awesome.
with it, my honest opinion is, yeah, I love bass. I think those tournaments are really, really fun. You know, you meet a lot of new people, and I know a lot of people that fish bass anyways. And then you have FLW, which FLW is actually really organized. For what I've seen, they've been pretty organized. But I mean, I really like bass. I would go with Andrew on that one.
Either way, like people ask me that all the time, you know, which tournament trail should I fish? Fish everything and anything that you can. You know, don't get caught up on whether it's a BFL or a Costa series or a tour event or, you know, the local Tuesday nighter. Like, just fish as many events as you can. It doesn't matter what category or what company's running it. Just fish all of them that you can, especially high school, because high school, you know, you don't have that many opportunities to fish. So I wouldn't get too caught up in the companies.
Yeah. Have I been fishing with SCAD yet? No, I actually start in the fall. So what ended up happening is school starts in September. So I'll be going down August. I might wait till September, but I'll probably go down like August, mid-August, and go ahead and just live down there for a little bit before I even start school and fishing and everything. But everything starts pretty much in September of the fall. All right, let's see. You're Mr. Frogmaster. I'll let you answer that one.
Wait, what was the question? You lagged out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Popping frog or regular frog?
All right. I personally prefer a popping frog, but you can catch them on a normal one. Reason why I prefer a popping frog is because most guys don't throw it. And so when you're fishing topwater at any time, you always want to throw something different than the guy behind you or in front of you. So I always do that because most dudes just pick up the regular one. Two, you can, if you really get good at working a frog, you can make a popping frog not pop. You can make it work just like a normal frog, but then of course you can make it work like a popping frog. So then you don't have to change frogs. You don't have to. Yeah, it's two lures in one. You don't have to change frogs if you want to. If the bass is being finicky. And I don't know. Poppers just get a lot more bites in my opinion. But you know, either one, can't go wrong. Gotta let the fish tell you what they want.
With the popper, I love fishing in grass, like over grass.
Yeah,
grass. I love that. But if I'm fishing lily pads, I would go for normal frog.
no,
I mean,
it also. Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably right. It depends on kind of like how you work it. How I think about it is if you're fishing it where there's a pocket of open water, like, you know, you're not fishing in a big spread of open water. You want to keep that frog in that open water spot as long as possible, you know, the strike zone. And with that popping frog, it resists the water a little bit better. So you can move it more without moving it as far as forward. You know what I mean? That way you're not pulling it too quickly. What is this comment section?
I know.
AP, just get out. He's going to be at the Classic. I don't know why. He's a weirdo.
I never met him, so.
He's like a little pipsqueak hamster kid. It's pretty funny.
He's a weirdo. When
am I going to lose the Bieber cut? Never, dude. Bieber is life.
Dude, I'm about to shave my head, man.
Nuh-uh.
I'm going to shave it all off.
No, you're not.
I'm going to look like a robber. I'm gonna put on your tank top.
Do it. Dude,
I'm gonna wear that. Dude,
I want to see I want to see a Snapchat in the gym mirror of you in my cutoff with your head shaved.
You know what? I'll wear it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I want to see it.
I don't know if I'm gonna shave my head yet, but no, but dude, I don't look like a robber.
Dude, I want to see
my
it.
head, I'll look
That's
freaking
funny.
scary.
That's awesome.
I'll wear it tomorrow. I'll take a picture.
Okay.
People are probably gonna look at me like, "What the heck?" I'm telling you, I look like a robber in that thing. You'll see. It like cuts off right here. It's just the sleeves are gone. It's everything. It just covers your traps, covers everything. Boom, right there, and then the arms are just showing. It's like, what the heck?
You might need to like take some scissors and
Cut it
mess
up
with
a
her
little
or do
bit.
something. That's so funny.
What inch kit do I got on my truck? I got a 6-inch right now. I did have 35s by 1250, but now I have 37s by 1350s just because I wanted that offset. And then I have a negative 44 offset on the wheels. I wanted it to stick out a little bit more past my fender, so it gives it that more bulky, fat look. That's what I did with it. It's too much money.
Yeah, I'm just leaving my truck.
That's all
as is, dude.
That's all I spend money on. I swear is that thing, and I'm just finally done with it. I'm like, oh, it's not worth it. Ooh, someone's mom said you're a cutie pie.
Hey. Favorite professional bass fisherman? What's yours?
Wait, what?
Favorite professional bass fisherman?
Dang. Man, you guys are putting me on the spot right here. All right. I got this. FLW, Scott Martin. Scott's a really great guy. We actually filmed a show. I'm sure most of you guys saw that. Scott's freaking an amazing dude. But if I had to go pick for like bass and everything, Brandon's really cool. I like Brandon because I can relate to him. You know, he's younger. He's made some videos in the past. Mike Iaconelli too. Mike Iaconelli's pretty cool. That's one of my favorites too. Gerald Swindle. I mean, I can't really put a favorite on it.
Yeah.
Look at Tyler over here.
AP, I like that snap story, by the way. It's like him and some of his friends watching this, making fun of us. Anyways, I think Iaconelli, dude. Like, not just like, I mean, obviously I like those young kids, but like for his age, he keeps up with the social media. I mean, Scott does too. I'm not gonna, don't get me wrong. Scott definitely is in the social media game, but like Ike with the whole Going Ike series, you know, that he came out with, and like he just seems to be really in tune. I guess if you want to split it, FLW Scott for sure, and then Bass would be Ike, just because they're not young, but they keep up with the young crowd, and that's what makes them the best in my mind.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, and I'm just going to talk about this because this is very, very good key tips that I'm sure a lot of you guys would like hearing, because me and Andrew do a lot of it anyways, and the other YouTubers and other people on social media. If you look at Scott and you look at Mike, I mean, they're having something to back. Yes, they're fishing and everything, but they're having their social medias, they're having their YouTubes. I mean, Scott's running a TV show. They're having their social marketing around everything, and they're really getting their name out there. They're ahead of most people. There's a lot of people that really haven't made any. You know, some of the older crowd that fishes, they haven't made any social medias, and so that's a really big key tip, which I really think that's why they're so well known, is on their social medias. I mean, that's such a big key nowadays. I mean, everyone's on their phones. It's like, you know, Brandon as well. I mean, Brandon's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I do. It's just crazy because I know how much work it takes. You know, I do it for a living, the whole social media video thing. And it's like they do that on top of fishing the tour, which in and of itself is insane that they fish the tour. Most of you guys watching this probably have not a clue what it takes to fish a tour. And I do, not because I've done it, obviously, but like because I know I'm really good friends with a lot of people who do it. And it's like, I don't even think I could do it, dude. It's insane. And then on top of that, they do exactly what I do, which requires a lot of time, almost a full-time job's worth amount of time a week. And it's just like, these dudes don't sleep. I don't think you guys realize the Elite Series dudes who are like the most well-known, like Scott, dude, they don't sleep. They don't. I'm not kidding. They don't sleep. They literally sleep like an hour and get up and then make an Instagram post. Like, dudes are off. They're just insane. I was
talking to Scott about that the other day, and I was just like, you know, is it really worth it? And, you know, we were just kind of talking. We call each other about that stuff all the time, and it's like you're just, there's so much time to put on it, and when you're throwing this much money towards a tournament, you're gonna want to win. You know what I mean? Of course, you're gonna want to win, but you're gonna want to go practice. You're spending all this money in gas. You're doing all this stuff. You're working your butt off. You know, you're waking up at 5 a.m, going to bed at 11, 12 o'clock at night. You know, I mean, that's a rough life. And once you do that, like 3, 4, or 5 days straight. I mean, that really beats you because I know
Dude, it
Andrew
kills you.
knows.
Yeah.
I know because this past summer I fished World Finals and Nationals back to back. It was like a whole month trip. I was waking up at 5 in the morning, going to sleep at 12, 1 o'clock. I was still making videos. I had videos scheduled throughout the whole months, and it was crazy, which I can't – I mean, it's crazy how all these other people keep up on it. But Scott is what he usually does. He usually films all the shows in like one section, and then he fishes all the tournaments, you know. He tries to get all this stuff out of the way and spreads them throughout the whole year, which is very smart.
Dude, it's just I don't know how they do it, honestly. Like I don't even know if it'd be worth it to do all that stuff. It's just I don't know. It's I mean, obviously, like yeah, you want to say you want to fish for a living, but for all you guys watching that want to fish for a living, just start making YouTube videos. It's a lot easier and it's a lot more fun. You don't have to spend $10,000 entry fees and file bankruptcy and lose your house. Like, dude, just make YouTube videos and have fun. Like, it's totally the way to go. And we're talking about this before we even started. Is everything is turning so digital, you know, with all the streams and like everything. Not saying tournament fishing's dying, but everything else is just growing at such a fast pace that I'd recommend anyone that wants to fish for a living look elsewhere or look outside the box of tournament fishing. Don't exclude it, but just keep your options open because there's a lot of other opportunities out there.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, of course, you can go fish tournaments. You know, I mean, you just got to know it's going to be a lot. But another thing is, if you're going to be fishing tournaments, you look at the most successful guys out there. You look at Scott. You look at Kevin Van Dam. You look at Skeet Reese. All three of those people right there, they all have something to back it up.
Yep.
Scott being his TV show and his sponsors and stuff. Then you got KVD over here. He's with Strike King. Then you have Skeet Reese over here. He has his whole line.
Everybody. He has this.
Yep. He's doing business along with it. And that's what I'm going to college for. I'm going for business and marketing. And I mean, they're doing a phenomenal job with it. And honestly, like I was always like, yeah, I kind of want to be a pro fisherman. But now that I think about it, it's like I'd rather do this and have fun with my life. Like I'm sitting here fishing these high school tournaments, and I'm on. I'd much rather go out on the lake, make memories, post videos, and go watch these videos 5 years from now. You know what I mean? Exactly. I mean, of course, it's awesome to go. Of course, I'm going to fish the tournaments just because I'm almost out. And then in college, I'm going to be fishing them anyway. So it's like, you know what I mean? But I love making videos. That's pretty much favorite thing.
Yeah. I'm only fishing college tournaments literally because they're college tournaments and they're cheap, you know, compared to Elite Series and whatever. But like, if I wasn't in college, I wouldn't fish any tournaments other than like the Wednesday nighters at the local, you know, the local, like just have fun because dude, it's chaotic when you get out of high school and college.
So how do those compare to high school entry fees? Are they about the same?
College?
Yeah.
I don't know 100%. I know there's some that don't even either have entry fees or they're like, you know, nothing. They're not. I think it's fairly similar to high school. I don't have an exact number, but I don't think it's much. You know, it's definitely not thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple hundred at max.
Definitely. And then again, college is going to help you out with that. I don't know. It just depends on the college that you're going to.
With what tournament entry fees?
Entry fees, gas, and
no, my college doesn't do anything with that.
Which it's just a technical school, right?
My school? Mine's a business school.
Business school. Yeah. You're going for business and marketing, right?
Yeah, entrepreneurship and business management are my two majors.
2 majors.
I'm getting 2 majors and a minor in marketing.
All right.
That's good. It'll take 5 years.
What I'm doing.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship. I'm getting a major in marketing minor.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I'm going to University of Nebraska, Omaha, which I got my first tournament at the beginning of April down in Table Rock. If any of you guys live at Table Rock, you want to hit me up with some tips?
They're coming in so fast.
I know. I can't even read them all.
Benner Twins Outdoors, shout out to you, man. Oh, people are...
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys want to ask some questions that like we can both answer, talk about it a little bit.
Try not. Dang, dude, my battery's about. Hold up. Hey, I'll be right back. Let me grab.
All right, he's got to go grab his charger. You guys are just talk about my pro staff. Well, all I'm going to mention is if you want to join it, you can email afoprostaff@gmail.com, and I'll fill you in on anything you need to know through that. I'm not going to talk about it like on this or whatever. Baits for muddy waters, dark colors like black and blues, chatterbaits, jigs, square bills. My gosh, you guys write way too fast. My God, I literally can't even read these. Spawn baits, chatterbaits, buzz baits, and then once they get on bed, some craws, white colored. Not coming to Alabama anytime soon. I may go fish with AP if he allows me. He seems pretty salty at the moment, but if AP lets me come down, I may fly down there and fish with that kid. Ram trucks. I like my Ram. So far, it's good. Best loot. I like their $100 speed spool, the LFS ones. They're pretty legit. Soft plastics fluorocarbon, 15-pound test, 17-pound test for heavier cover. Yum bait, Christy Critter. It's a pretty good one. I like Lose over Abu. The giveaway, the giveaway wasn't rigged. I did the random comment picker and then just listed them in my pages. It wasn't rigged, I promise. I don't pay for the lucky tackle box. I wouldn't have to rig it. Like, I don't care who wins it. It doesn't matter to me.
What happened?
Some dude just saying my giveaway is rigged. And I was just saying I don't pay for the lucky tackle boxes to give away anyway. So why would I rig it? I don't care who wins.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I understand. Coming from your standpoint, there's a lot of people that do fake stuff out there.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
There's no reason for us to. We don't pay. None of us YouTubers pay for any of our giveaways. Like, it's called advertising. That's what it's for. So I don't care who wins it.
Yeah. With our names out there, we wouldn't do anything like that.
No, I wouldn't. Freaking whatever, $50 box is not worth that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we ask our sponsors. We ask our sponsors for this stuff for you guys. We're giving it away for you guys.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna touch on that real quick, just because you brought it up. But like, when people ask me why, some people, it's not. I don't get accused of it as much anymore. But people will be like, "Oh, you buy your subscribers because you give them stuff." So like, honestly, giveaways don't even gain me subscribers anymore. Yep. Like I did a 24-hour giveaway. You know how many subscribers I got from that? Probably like 7, maybe. The reason why I do it is to give back to you guys, and for the people who subbed to my channel, give you guys stuff for. It's for those of you who don't know, I do this for a living. Noah, I know you've got some side jobs, but mainly this is probably your main source of income.
Definitely.
And so it's like, without you guys watching my videos, I am literally unemployed. And so I do that to give back to you, because without you guys, I'd be screwed. It's not to gain some more subscribers, gain likes on a video. Like, yeah, I have you like it. That's just for other reasons that gain publicity, but it's not just to get likes.
Yeah, it's definitely not that, because it's like
John said, I buy my subs. I've bought every single one of my 55,000 subscribers. They're $1 a piece. That's why I'm broke, living at home, no money. I just sold my truck to buy some more followers. That's pretty much how it goes. Can you even buy YouTube subscribers?
I don't think so.
I don't think you even can. Oh, I do though.
All the time, right?
Yeah, all day.
God, dude.
What?
Some of those comments are rough.
Yeah.
I can't comment on them though.
No.
God, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about that while you're touching
something
up on
about giveaways. People.
Yeah, about giveaways. Like on Instagram, I'm being completely honest with you guys. Like Andrew said, I'm giving it away for you guys. I'm giving it away. Asking my sponsors for free products. I know you guys support me a lot, and I'd just like to show some respect back to you and do a giveaway. And to be honest, guys, I honestly lose followers from giveaways, which is which is really crazy. Yeah, if I break even, that's good. Every once in a while I'll gain a few, but I'm losing a lot in the process of me gaining a few. And I don't know if it's just because people think it's spam and they think it's
I bet that is. I bet they think it's
and they think it's fake, but I really don't know. You know, they don't do as much as you think they really do. Even if all these people enter, you know. Of course, everyone's not going to follow all the steps and everything, anyways.
No, nobody ever. I mean, not everybody.
I mean, we check that, but
yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
When's my next tournament? I want to say West Point.
When's that?
Wait. Dang, man. I got a few tournaments. I have them all on my schedule. I just don't know if I'm going to be skipping some. I believe I have one in March, mid-March. Then I have some in April. I'm going to be fishing state once I fish a tournament to qualify for that. I haven't fished any high school tournaments really.
Yeah.
Except for on the FLW in the past week or two. That's the first tournament I fished in forever.
These comments are too good.
Yeah, I read that one at the same time.
What are your thoughts on scent?
On scent? All right. That's a good one. Stuff smells, first of all. but it works. It definitely, I think it works. Baits that are scented. I don't use too much scent though. To be honest, I don't use too much scent. If I use scent, I use I don't like the JJ's Magic and stuff like that because I'm scared I'm gonna spill it on the carpet and that's gonna, you know, I mean it's good stuff, but like once you spill that stuff, it's crazy. I use like markers if I color my stuff, and it also has scent on them. But if I'm gonna scent them, I usually get some coffee scented spray.
Yeah, I know you're talking about Strike King.
Yeah, this is Strike King stuff. I don't know if Strike King makes that particular one. There's the coffee one, and then the other one. You know what net bait smells like? Kind of smells like licorice.
Yeah, it's licorice.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then I get licorice. So I mean, they don't smell. You know, they're not like straight up garlic, which my dad cannot stand that. So that's one of the reasons.
The garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it too bad. It's pretty dang smelly, but it doesn't bother me too much. But we just usually go with it.
I started using Baitmate after all the LTB started sending them out. You know, I mean, like I'll use JJ's, which as long as you don't spill it, you're fine. I've used the markers. Yeah. But the Baitmate, the thing I like about it is it doesn't like spill. It's just like you just like literally squirt it and it like hits your lure and it stays on it. It's just like you hover it over the water, you spray it, and you just cast it and it's done. And then they have a bunch of different kinds. They have like the garlic, they have the bass, which I think is like the licorice scent, and they have like some other types, but they work pretty well. Yeah,
I haven't tried it yet.
It's pretty good. So the stuff LTB sends isn't like what I'm talking about. That's more of like a marinade. You got to get the actual bottles.
Actual spray. I believe you had it in one of your videos, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I put it in one of them, but I have a whole box of it up there that I'm gonna use.
For you guys asking which companies for the tackle boxes, just look in Andrew Flair's background.
Yeah, we won't get into that. I've explained time why I picked Lucky Tackle Box, and there's just I don't need to go over it again. It's okay. We'll leave it out for now.
But you know what we know what we like.
Yeah.
If I make a YouTube vlog, I get hot girls like y'all. Yeah,
dude.
Me and Andrew Flair were talking.
That's where they find us. They're just like, hey, we saw your fishing videos. Just kidding.
Gosh, you look sexy, boy.
I'm just kidding. Macy had no idea that.
No, we were talking about that though. Like when we were saying, like when we were in middle school and when we were like early years of high school, it was like when you had your fishing YouTube, you wouldn't want to be like.
You wouldn't say it, dude. It was embarrassing.
It was,
dude.
It's like you don't want anyone to know.
There was a time in my Spanish class, freshman year, this kid always teased me about having YouTube videos, and he'd stand up in front of the class and be like, Andrew Flair makes fishing videos on YouTube, and like all these girls would be like, that's weird, like why would you do that, and all this weird stuff. And now it's like, oh, you make YouTube videos, like that's pretty cool. And now it's like the cool thing to fish. Like all these girls want guys who can go fish and catch them fish and have fun doing it. It's weird.
It's weird how it's just changing like that, and then like the whole community is getting bigger and bigger. It's honestly awesome. Hey,
shut up, dog.
My dad's home, so he's barking. All right, let's get a good question. I
Dude,
know
I've
we've
been
we've
watching.
talked a lot, but honestly, I've liked
Doty.
what we've talked about so far. Dang, it's only been 30 minutes. It
I
honestly
know.
feels like forever. It usually go by quick.
Yeah.
Doing live chat, so don't get him to bark.
What did he just say?
He went to the bathroom. He had his belt undone. You know my dad.
Yeah.
Some of these comments.
I know.
How did you start your careers?
That's
I'll
a
let
good
you
one.
go first.
You go ahead and I'll touch up.
Let me go. All
Yeah.
right. Pretty much how it all started. I got into fishing hardcore. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was just a great time on the water, the excitement of catching a fish. I just loved it. And as I started to learn more and more, I was like taking some friends out and we were catching fish. We were having a good time. And I was like, man, I want to spread the word of fishing. I want to keep track of what I'm doing throughout my whole career. Cause I mean, I was honestly committed towards it at this point. I was like, I want to do this. So I was like, I want to inspire others. I want to teach others more about bass fishing and entertain them and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what I did. I created my YouTube. Now we're going on 3 years. Andrew, what's your 4-year anniversary? Is it April 21st?
12th, I think, or something like that. Maybe it's 21st. No, it's 12th.
I think it's the 20. I think mine's April 20th because it's like a day apart. I don't know. It's something like that.
Look.
But yeah, definitely. We just created my YouTube, and now it's 3 years, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And I also have the other social marketings with it, and it's just really great. I'll let you touch up on some of that. I don't want to get too into detail.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess as like starting career, just started the YouTube videos back in 2012. I was like 15, 14 or something like that. And I just never stopped. Like that was the thing is I never took a break. April 19th is the day, by the way.
So mine's 20th.
Okay. But I just never stopped. Like, I mean, obviously, like I didn't upload 2 and 3 videos a week, but I at least did like 1 video a week for 4 years. And it was just something that I really enjoyed doing. And then I started to get sponsors, and that's what really drive me because I thought getting free lures when I was 15 years old was like the coolest thing ever. So then I just like worked my butt off to get as many free lures as I can and discounts and stuff. And then this year, I take that back, 2015, I got my first paying sponsor. So that's the other thing. And I got about 20,000 subscribers when I got my first paying sponsor. So if that gives you guys an idea of where you start making your money, that's about it, 20,000. And that's when I realized, I could actually start making. I take that back. That's aside from YouTube. YouTube obviously like paid me along the whole way, but it wasn't anything substantial until a couple years ago. And then got my first paying sponsor, and when I had about 20,000, basically a year ago from now. And that's when I realized, I can actually make a living at this. So then I worked as hard as I possibly could my last year of high school through summer, and just worked and tried to just grow as much as I could, gain as many paying sponsors as I possibly could. And I quit my job like 2 days before I started college, and just went YouTube full time. So it was kind of like I just jumped with both feet in. I quit my job and I started paying for college, which everybody knows is just a ridiculous amount of money, all in the same week. And that's just how much faith I put that pressure on myself. The reason why I did that is because I said, I'm paying for college now, which is a huge amount of money. Oh, and that same week I bought a truck, $30,000 truck. So I basically laid it all on the line on this week. This was like the first week of August or second week of August. I just laid it all on the line. I was like, hey, I'm going to buy a truck. I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to enroll into college. So basically broke as can be, right? And then, so the reason why I did that, I mean, obviously like I wanted a truck, but I put all the faith I had in myself. So that way I forced myself to work, and I forced myself to make videos, and I forced myself to make money at this. So I didn't go into debt for college and didn't go, couldn't afford the truck that I just bought, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really know where I'm going with this other than if you want to do this for a living and for a career, you have to do everything it possibly takes. You can't go hang out with your friends on Friday night if you have a YouTube video that needs to go up. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you got to stay up till midnight editing. You got to do everything you possibly can to make it work. It's a lot more work than people think.
All right, so
Good
somebody's been
comments.
asking a lot about camera gear and
Okay.
where you should start. Where I think you should start is Danny Freak. Where where I think you should start is pretty much I don't even know what I was talking about.
Where you're starting for camera gear. I was gonna say
Camera gear.
GoPros for sure.
Yeah, GoPros. GoPros to definitely start off with if you're wanting something. Because it's like, guys, to be honest, it's like for when you're on a boat, you're in one still position. So it's so simple just to clip a GoPro on, you know, it's so simple. That's where I would start off with. Of course you can get someone to hold the camera, or you can get a regular camera. You can put it on a tripod, you can have it record you. But a GoPro, you can just stick it on the boat. You can leave it there, you can just turn it on. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
Yeah.
perfect. There's
Um,
nothing.
yeah, when people are talking about like starting a YouTube channel in particular and then filming, just go look at One Rod One Reel. He uses a GoPro like 95% of the time on his chest and smoked all of us in subs, right? Like there's reasons behind it all, but it's like, you don't have to have a cameraman and a super expensive camera. Like it's not that you shouldn't have it. It's that you don't need it. You
Because
know what I mean? Like
the quality on the GoPro is good.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's amazing.
great.
But if you compare it to like the other camera that I have, and the other camera, I know Andrew has another camera
Yeah.
that's really nice. Um, you can't go wrong. I mean, those are going to be definitely more high quality, but you
So
can't go wrong with the
start, just get a
GoPro.
GoPro, and then you can work your way up from there. But I mean, like you can honestly do whatever you want with the GoPro. Get the one
So
with the LCD screen, so you can actually see what's going on, and you'll be good to
that's the
go.
best because they have one that's built in now. So that's my favorite
Mm-hmm.
camera. That's really the only one I use. I have a lot of them. So I mean, that's my favorite. Let's see what we got. And for the camera that I have a Sony XA30 or Canon. Sony Canon. What do you have?
I have a Sony A50-100.
Is that the small one?
It's like a vlogging camera.
Yeah, it's like the flat one, right? But it's really crisp.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like a digital camera. Like it looks like a little digital camera. I've got it. Oh, it's up there. I'm not gonna reach for it.
And it's say that
Huh?
one more time. How much is it?
I think base is like it's like base, and then like the normal lens. I think it's pushing 500 maybe 400. And then I bought like a couple $100 lens. And I'll
I
like get
heard
out there and
I
do it
heard
for
that
it.
camera is amazing. Like
For the
from
for the
multiple
price, it's
people.
great. Yeah, you can't beat it for the price.
The quality's good too. You can hold it. It's really small. Mine's like really big and bulky.
Mm-hmm.
But I've used that thing by myself.
Yeah. I am 19. How old are you?
What's up, Pond Bassmaster?
You
I'm
17?
18.
You
I'm
18?
18. Yeah. I'm
Editing
18.
software? Final Cut? What do you use?
Wait, what'd you say?
I use Final Cut. What do you use?
Final Cut.
Yeah.
Finally switched over to it.
Final Cut's a good software. I mean, there's better, but there's also worse. So you'll buy my channel for $5, make it 6, and you got a deal. I announced the giveaway winners on my Snapchat and Periscope 44 minutes ago.
All right, let's see. God. Now they're flying in.
Yeah.
Someone said PS4 or Xbox. I don't play video games anymore.
Yeah. I don't either. I only had like a 360 in middle school. That's about it.
I still have one, but I don't use it. I haven't played Xbox in 4 years, 3 years. Ever since I started fishing and working out and stuff like that, it's so time consuming. You don't have time for that, to be honest.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. Man, these comments, they're not like bad, but they're just like they're not very easily answerable for the both of us, you know?
Yeah.
15 minutes, guys. You got to ask some good questions here.
Noah getting his girl to work.
Oh, I saw that snap. Yeah. How long have you guys been dating?
Someone read, but not long. I was talking to her for a while, like a few months, but
I got you. That's a big mistake, man.
shout out to the realest one.
Don't
Heck,
fall into the trap of a girlfriend.
you're in that trap right now, aren't you?
I'm telling you, don't get in it, man. It's impossible to get out.
True.
I go to UNO. Oh my gosh, we need some questions.
God, it is going, dude.
I know. I feel like I'm missing probably some good ones, but I'm trying. I'm not going to cover sponsors. It's just too in depth. I've got a video on how to get sponsors that you can look at it. But
Dude, look at them coming in now. What in the heck's going on? I can't even read them.
Yeah, I know.
Trap City or Trap Nation? I like Trap City. You know those YouTube channels?
Yeah. I subscribed to him. I haven't really listened to him lately, but I see him come through. My goodness, you guys are just too fast.
And by the way, me and a few other YouTubers may be doing a live chat Thursday, so I'll make sure to let you guys know on that. I'm not sure. I'm going to be going out of town. I have just a lot going on. I'm having to stay at school a couple extra hours a day this week. So, I mean, I'm taking some tests I have to take to graduate, so it's causing me to be late to the classic, but it's all right. Shout out to Rippin' Lips on YouTube. Go check them out. All right. Bass Pro or Cabela's?
Bass Pro all day.
Bass Pro. Honestly, I've never been to Cabela's except for last week. Was it last week? Yeah, last week.
Cabela's isn't bad, but I think it's better for like hunting and fishing.
It's honestly really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's
yeah.
really
I mean, they're both. I mean, it's whatever's honestly closest to me. Like what's convenient, but
yeah, the way it's like set up is really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gosh, you're coming in so fast. Jesus, man.
Yeah, I can't even. My eyes are hurting trying to read all these.
I can't even, I can't stop on one.
Fish definitely oversleep. My gosh, stop, Paul. Stop commenting. Pre-spawn baits. Let's just talk about it. I like lipless crankbaits. I like jerk baits. I like chatterbaits. And then once they kind of start to spawn, I like buzz baits. And then once they're on beds, I like to throw like craws and stuff at them. What about you?
What was the question you were lagging out when you were saying?
Something about spawn, favorite spawn lures, or pre-spawn.
Yeah,
pre-spawn.
Just like
pre-spawn.
Like Andrew said, if I'm fishing on shallow and everything, of course, like a buzz bait, you got a crawl, you got a jig, just the simple stuff. Nothing too fancy. All right.
Have you ever added weight to your topwater like hollow body frogs? Like, did you see the wire to fish video on it?
No. What did they add weight onto it?
Dude, they stuck like 20 like BBs in it, and they were fishing over like mats, and so then it makes like an imprint in the mat, and then once it gets to a hole, it literally just like dives down like a real frog. And they were just like,
wait, like BBs from like a BB gun?
Yeah, like pellets, BBs, anything metal, and they stuck like 20 of them, and it was just like this rock hard. Like I think it might have been Jason Christie. I couldn't remember who did it.
You can cast that thing a mile.
I'm pretty sure Wired to Fish did it, but it's pretty sweet. I need to try it this year for sure.
Dang. That's pretty cool. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I didn't either. No, I don't vape. I put that in a video as a joke. I don't vape.
What'd you do?
I was filming outside. I was filming an outro outside, and like you could see my breath. So I was like, "We get it, Flair. You vape." And like everyone's like, "Dude, me too. What's your favorite juice?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't vape." The joke.
That's your vape going.
Flipping or pitching?
Dude, this is just getting crazier and crazier. Flipping or pitching? Flipping.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You like pull the line back and swing it in?
Well, now that I think about it, no.
Pitching? It's
Yeah,
like
pitching.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
pitching you
I feel like
can
flipping is just so like
you got to get used to
situational.
it. Yeah.
Well, it's so
Um,
situational. Like very little do I need to cast 6 feet. Like normally I'm skipping them. You know, like I'm underhand skipping them
yeah.
under docks and whatever. I don't know. I mean, I live up north, so it's different. But
Yeah, that's true. All right. Let's see what we got.
we got 9 minutes. Good questions, people.
Shout out to Jackson Bass Fishing. Why do people keep commenting that? I know
I
you're
don't
seeing
know.
it.
I don't know.
What do I?
Who's your favorite non-fishing YouTuber? Does that exist?
Dang. All right. Doesn't matter the category.
Mm-mm.
Huh. I like it's in fitness category. I like Christian Guzman.
I don't know who that is.
Is a fitness YouTuber. He's pretty big out there. I don't watch too much YouTube anymore. I used to, dude. It used to be like I don't even watch TV much anymore. It's like I'm always
I
out of the
don't ever
house.
watch TV, dude. Like if I watch
I
YouTube
haven't,
videos, it's just in the morning when I wake up. Like that's it.
yeah, like I haven't watched TV in probably a year and a half. Like it just
Yeah.
hasn't happened. If I watch TV, it's like if it's on when I'm eating. But
Yeah.
I've never gone it. Like I tried to turn on my TV to watch the Scott Martin challenge the other night, and
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't work.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been since I've turned it on. But YouTube's definitely. I mean, I was to the point where I was watching YouTube like, you know,
Oh yeah, I watch it religiously.
religiously. Like I was
In
watching
high
that.
school, dude.
Yeah.
I sit in math class, just sitting here watching like Wire to Fish and FLW tournaments, like under my desk. Like yeah, that's all I did in high school. I
YouTube's
like
getting
Roman. I
huge,
like Roman
man.
Atwood, dude. He's the dude when it comes to YouTube. You know who that
Who?
is? Roman
Who?
Atwood.
What?
You living under a rock?
I want you to look up a guy.
Roman Atwood. He started off making pranks, and he like now he's just a vlogger, and like he does some pranks too. But like he's the freaking man.
Travis Williams is pretty cool too. That guy's pretty cool. He does a lot of vlogging stuff. He kind of stopped like going crazy with it though. God, who is I talking about? I'm gonna text this guy to you because I don't want.
Okay, yeah, just text me.
You're gonna laugh, dude. You're gonna be like, this dude's crazy.
All right, all right.
Oh my god. Well, I have it on my mind. I gotta tell you. When you look at the name, I'm just like, yeah, that's bad.
I feel like I've looked that up before, but maybe
Yeah.
I haven't.
I'm
I'll look
sure
it up
you-
when I get
yeah.
out this.
All right. Let's see what we got. Let's answer a few more while we're at it.
Yeah,
We got a few
I've been
more.
watching them.
But shout out to Akuma. I'm with Akuma now, guys. I know you guys. A lot of you guys know that because I did an unboxing. But I'm gonna give you my honest opinion right now. I'm gonna take like a minute out. You know, when I started bass fishing, I used my former companies from the start, and I loved them. I was never sponsored by them, and then again, I kept using them. Got my name out there. They ended up sponsoring me, both companies. You guys know who they are, and I really loved them. You know, I used them. And to be honest, I started to kind of, you know, I like to switch up every once in a while. I like to change. And when I went on the Scott Martin challenge, Scott was using the Akuma, and I asked him about them. I was like, "So how are these rods?" I didn't cast one that particular day, but I ended up talking to the guy at Akuma. He sent me a few rods to test out, and I know you guys saw them in some of the videos when I was testing them out. But to be honest, guys, like that, the Helios reel, it casts so far. And like once the first cast I threw with it, I was like, oh my god! And I just kind of like fell in love with it. And then the rods were just sensitive enough. I mean, they were perfect, and it wasn't like too oversensitive, or I don't even know if it can be oversensitive, but it wasn't to the point where you couldn't feel a fish biting. It was pretty dang sensitive. But the reel is phenomenal. The reel is casting far, like I mean far. It was really weird at first because I wasn't used to it. I was like, gosh, this is crazy. And then once I got all my other reels, I mean, they all cast the same. So it wasn't like one was just better than the other. I mean, they all casted really good. But that's my honest opinion. I'm not going to sit here and force you guys towards a certain company. But I really like Akuma, and that's what I'm going to start using now. I'm sure it's going to take a little bit for me to get used to it. But I'll come out with some videos on that stuff if you guys want to know about it.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the Classic, by the way. If people are joining late.
Heck yeah. If you, yeah, definitely. I'm going to be posting. Definitely, in the description, I need to put Andrew's YouTube. If you guys aren't subscribed to Andrew, you can just type in Andrew Flair Outdoors on YouTube after this video. I need to go ahead and put your link in. But I also have a link to my or not a link, but I have my Snapchat in the bio. You can add me on Snapchat if you want to see some updates of the classics. I'll be posting tons of stuff. And if you guys want to come up and see me, definitely come up and talk to me. I love talking about fishing. Love talking to some fans. We can take some pictures and do some stuff.
Are you hanging around anyone's booth, or are you just gonna screw around?
I'm gonna be hopping booths.
Okay.
You know, I might be with Rigid, then I might be with Lucky, and then I might be with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you don't have like a schedule, like you're just gonna go wherever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm scheduled Seagar 3 days, and I'll be with Lucky at one point, and I'm scheduled with Carhartt too. I gotta be with them for a little bit.
When'd you get with them?
Like maybe a month ago. They're the ones that are taking me down there. I'm not staying with Lucky. I'm staying with Carhartt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm going with them and hanging out with their college crew for a bit.
So are you starting off of them?
Am I what?
Are you starting off with them as in the first couple of days? Or
I don't know yet. He's gonna shoot me an email, but I'm just staying in their hotel and gonna hang out with them for a while.
I'm gonna go over to the Ranger booth.
Oh yeah, I may be wink wink joining you. I just dropped a hint if you didn't pick it. One more question.
All right, let's pick a good one. Braden Cross, shout out to you. God, they're coming in so fast. I want to see a good one. Dang.
One more good question.
Shout out. God, man. Dude, they're honestly coming so fast now. My eyes are like,
I know. I'm trying to just get one more good one.
I can see one comment just coming in after another. I'm sure you see it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's all different people too. That's not good. Gosh,
all right,
dude.
Screw it. Tungsten or lead? Like what? Like obviously you're the one to pick lead if you have the choice, but like what? Like when and why, and is it worth the money?
Wait, what were you? You cut off again.
Tungsten versus lead. Like when would you use it? Is it worth the money? That's
tungsten. Yeah, I mean, I like tungsten. It's a lot of money, of course. Is it worth it? Depends. How heavy of a weight you're going to be fishing. You know, if you're going to be fishing something that's just moderately light or in the middle, you might not want to go with the tungsten weight. But if you're fishing something that's heavy and you want a smaller profile of a weight, definitely go with tungsten. There's nothing wrong with it, but just be careful. Don't get snagged up, you know, and that's expensive stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the main difference is obviously tungsten is more sensitive. If you're not a serious fisherman, you know, you don't fish tournaments, you're not like banking on any cash, trying to catch anything, don't worry about buying tungsten. If you're fishing for money, like you probably should be fishing tungsten. It definitely gives you an edge.
It's definitely worth it. But if you're, like you said, if you're fishing in ponds and you're just kind of fun fishing, you know, there's really not too much of a point in it. Just go buy you some regular weights and get out there.
Yeah, and use your money somewhere else for more lures and stuff. All right, it's 8 o'clock. You ready to peace out, Girl Scout?
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and also go check out Andrew's channel. I'll have to throw his link below, but you can just go type in Andrew Flair Outdoors and it'll pop up. But seriously, thank you guys so much for watching, and click the like button if you enjoyed the live chat and you want us to do more. I'll catch you guys again. You want to say anything?
Nope. See ya.
All right. Peace out, guys.